Welcome to my channel, Living Your Best Life, and I'm Cindy Smaha. And today we're going to be talking about how to survive the holidays, and not just survive the holidays, but maybe have fun in the midst of it. But before we get into it, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Click that little bell right next to it so you'll be notified of all my future uploads. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And please leave me a comment on maybe ways that you have learned how to survive through the holidays and maybe even enjoy it. So let's get into this. The first step in surviving the holidays is make a plan. Plan from Thanksgiving to Christmas on what you want to do. Who do you want to visit? Where can you drive to? Can you fit it all in? What are the major spots that you want to go to or see or do or enjoy? Make a plan. Put it on the calendar. That's helpful for me so I can see it in black and white. And also decide on arrival times. Not just, okay, we'll get there around this time. Decide, is that the right time for me? Do I have enough time to get ready? Do I have enough time to get the kids ready? The food ready? It's a lot of planning that goes into surviving the holidays. But also know that when you survive the holidays, there's a lot you can't control. And you can't control other people. But I try to control my little environment and at least make a plan and be honest with myself on what I can do. How much energy level do I have? I know for myself right now with the cancer treatment and the side effects, I get tired really easily. And I've let our kids know they're coming up for the holiday for Thanksgiving to visit us. And I let them know about, how tired I get and some of the side effects. And they're very kind about it. So be honest with people on your limitations and be honest with yourself on your limitations. It's a little bit of, swallowing that pride and going, there's not everything that I can do, but I'm going to do the best that I can to visit the people that are most important in my life, or at least the ones I can fit in. And unfortunately, you're going to have some people that are going to be upset, possibly. And I have made the decision to just sort of let those angry people just sort of wash off like a duck's back, wash off my back. Just, you know what, I'm just gonna slough it off, not react to it, not act on their anger, let them say whatever it is they need to say, and that's it. Most of the time you don't even need to speak to it, they just need to get it out. So those are some really tough stuff on making a plan and deciding for yourself what you're going to do, where you're going to go, what you're going to do there when you get there, and how you're going to act or react to it. My husband and I have a safe word, and it's Pennsylvania. And we use our safe word when we've had enough, when it's time for us to leave. And I'm too tired, he's too tired, we've had enough of whatever is going on. We'll say, well, gosh, I've always wanted to visit Pennsylvania. Have you ever thought about going to Pennsylvania? Adding it into the conversation. Then that lets the other one know, you know what? I'm super tired. We've got to get home. We've got to get home to the dog. We've got to get home to do that. And to be honest with you, some people have to work on that Friday, so that you do have to be honest about when you need to leave. So that's always a good idea. But that's always our backup, is our safe word, Pennsylvania. Now, things to avoid. There's a lot of things to avoid. One is political or religious discussions. Those never work at a party unless everybody believes the same thing. Then those things are discussion. But when you're in mixed company and not everybody believes the same, it can get difficult. And you'd never want to be overbearing. I never want to be overbearing. I never want to be pushy on my beliefs or my understanding. If I'm asked about it, I'll be honest and say what I believe. But if not, then I'm just going to let my actions speak louder than my words. And so what I mean by letting my actions speak louder than my words is I always fall back on the verse, oh gosh, I think it's in John. I always forget the address. I think it's in John. The fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Those are the fruit of the Spirit. And I always try to stick to the fruit of the Spirit as much as I possibly can. Is that, do I really need to say my opinion? Do I really need to gossip about that person? Is that the correct thing for me to do? Am I being kind in this situation? Am I being accepting in this situation? Am I being loving? Am I being patient? You know, the holidays are all about being patient and just allowing people to just be people. We're not all the same. We all don't believe the same. We don't think the same. We don't react the same. And just to be, for me to be open to that and just be, one, not take offense to it. So not take things personally, you know, not believe that it's you know, reacted straight to me, but not take things personally, even if it is directed towards me, but just allow that person to have their feelings. One thing to avoid, which falls into most dysfunctional families, is the family dynamics. You know, there's the scapegoat and the hero and the lost child. So if you come from a dysfunctional family and there is some of that going on, try to avoid getting into that or allowing yourself to get into that and getting back into those patterns of sitting in the corner and not saying anything, not being a part of it, or being the hero. I'm going to talk about me the whole time, the narcissist. Just know what your emotional status is at the time. You also want to avoid getting into debt. We all want to have a good time over the holidays. We all want to give good gifts and get good gifts, and to lavish love. That's one of my love languages is giving and getting gifts. I love buying gifts. I love doing giveaways on my channel. I just love, love, love. That just fills my spirit. That just makes my heart full. But I need to stick to a budget, and so avoid getting into debt. If you have to put it on a credit card, our saying is in our house, if you have to put it on a credit card, don't buy it. So if we don't have the money to purchase it and it's already set aside, then we're not going to spend it. So it's a little heartbreaking, I think, for me right now, is that, you know, we're limited on our funds because of that I'm on long-term disability right now for my cancer, and which I need to be, but with that, it's a definite reduction, really reduction in my pay. And so I can't afford the things that I used to afford, and we can't afford the gifts that we have done in the past. And so that's heartbreaking for me. It really is. It's very heartbreaking for me. But I know that this is temporary and that good things are coming. You know, I always have hope and prayer that God hears me and He listens to me, and that things will be taken care of, and that I will still be loved. The bottom line is that whether I give a big gift or a small gift, they're going to love it, and that they're going to still love me even if I don't get them a gift. They will still understand. Most people understand, and they still love me. The one thing I always try to do over the holidays is to forgive. forgiveness is big for me because I need to and I want to forgive myself when I fall short. I'm grateful for my faith that is all about forgiveness and salvation. So I'm big on forgiving others and allowing people to make mistakes, and that I make mistakes. And sometimes there's things said during holiday gatherings or in exchange in text or email that might be hurtful. And my take on forgiveness is that forgiveness really is about me. It's about, will I hold on to that bitterness? Will I hold on to that anger? Even if it might be what you call righteous anger, that they really did wrong me and that really was hurtful to me. I may say, that hurt my feelings when you did this. And, just to be honest and real. And if it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well, but I still do forgive them for their humanness because I want to be forgiven. But regardless of whether they say they're sorry or not, or they apologize, or they understand where I'm coming from, I still forgive because forgiveness is about me. I don't want to carry around that huge sore of bitterness in my heart. So I choose the freedom of forgiveness over the bondage of bitterness. Also around the holidays, it's time that most people, if you've lost a loved one, it's time to reflect on them. And here recently, a couple months ago, I lost my oldest brother to coronary artery disease, and he was only 63 years old, very young. And so it's very sad to me that my oldest brother passed away. And so I'll be thinking about him over the holidays and his family and wondering how they're doing. And I lost my father 3 years ago during the holiday season, and that again is on my mind as well. And what I don't do is I don't overgrieve. I don't not do the holidays because I might have some sadness, but allow myself to feel sad. Allow myself to have those tears, to have that maybe twinge of regret, have that, and even have those wonderful memories that we have. So, and I'm remembering my father when I went down to see him, and my stepmom in Texas. They're winter Texans, and so they go to down by Harlingen every year over the holidays when it's cold. So they're snowbirds, and so I went down and visited them one year over the holidays, and that was absolutely fantastically fun. So I'm so glad I was able to do that. So I'm holding on to the happy memories that I have, but that also can fall into how to survive the holidays. And how to survive it is grieve appropriately. Again, I don't overgrieve, I don't overthink it, I don't stay stuck in the grief. But at times I may cry a little bit. I may be saddened, but then I also move into the hope that I have in my faith, the hope that I have in my friends and my family, and the joy that I have now. Also, that could get in my way is my cancer diagnosis. And I was diagnosed with biliary cancer that is metastasized into the lungs and the liver in April of this past year. It's stage 4, and that was really, really hard. It was extremely hard, and it's still hard to have cancer and the side effects and how it affects my body and the limitations that I have and the grief that I have that I can't do what I used to do yet. But I am encouraged because of the Y90 treatment, radiation treatment embolization that I got on October 7th, that the CT scan that was taken 3 weeks later shows that the tumors inside my liver are now dying. They're called necrosis. They're showing signs of dead spots. And so that's so encouraging to me that the tumors are shrinking and dying, and the tumor markers have gone down by 300 points. And so I'm so encouraged by that. So I'm bringing hope into the holiday season that I will see more holidays in my future, and that my survival rate has gone up. So that is truly a blessing, and I'm so grateful. So I'm celebrating this holiday season on the good gifts that I've been given. Another way to survive the holiday season is to enjoy it. Is there something that you've wanted to do that you've sort of put off and you didn't think anybody would really like to do it? Or, should I even mention it? But some of the things that I like to do over the holiday season is go look at the Christmas lights. And so the hard part about it is that we go to bed early. I mean, like early, like 7 o'clock at night. So there's not a lot of darkness out, but we get up super early in the morning. So we have gone out at 5 a.m. or 4:30 in the morning and gone driving around town looking at all the holiday lights and that is so fun for me. What I always like to do is go to the movies on a holiday. If there's people that that are movie buffs, or if there's a particular movie you really want to see, that's sort of a fun family tradition that I have done in the past, of going to the movies and enjoying going to the movies on Christmas or Thanksgiving. That has been fun. Or watching the movie on TV, watching a particular movie on TV. Also doing board games during the holidays, and fun board games. I love Monopoly, I love the Yahtzee, I love card games. And so my mother-in-law, she always wins. I don't know how she does it, but she always wins. And so I never, I mean, very once in a great while will I ever win at any of the games, but she always wins. It's just amazing. She's a genius. One big thing for surviving the holidays is taking care of yourself. And this is something that I've learned the hard way, because I've overextended myself. I've done too many things, and to be honest with you, I've landed in the hospital, and I've gotten so sick and overwhelmed and run down. And so I really have to pay attention to, do I need to take a nap? Do I need to just lay down and rest? Do I need to take a time out from this? We've warned our kids that during Thanksgiving, and they're going to be up here for 3 days, that the time that we're over, I may have to go into the bedroom and take a couple-hour nap. I may need to lay down and sleep. If I don't, I get overwhelmed, I get panicky, it's so difficult for me to concentrate, to think clearly. I even get angry, I get upset, I cry easily. So that's one thing I know. I'm like a little kid, I'm like a baby. So then I need to take a nap. So we've warned them, and they're so good about it. They're just so good. And so know your limitations on what you can do and what you can't do. That's the biggest thing over the holidays. And do something I like to do is have a spa day for me, just for me. Do a spa day, or I do it with my mother-in-law, and we bring our little foot massager, water jet things over, and we do manicures and pedicures and facials, and do that fun thing. And so I like to do fun things like that for myself. Go in and get my nails done, or do my own nails, and do fun things with people, have lunch with people. make it special, have people come over. I've had people where they bring their lunch over if I'm not feeling particularly well. So they brought lunch to me. So I like to plan just fun things and take care of myself in that way. The last thing that helps me survive the holidays and even thrive during the holidays is my faith. It always is what boils down to is my faith, the reason for the season. And for me, the reason for the season is the birth of Jesus and the hope of salvation and the hope of forgiveness. And that hope is what brings me alive, is what heals my soul, what heals my heart. And so what I love to do is go look at the nativity scenes, and I'm just so grateful for the forgiveness that I feel from God and the hope that I have from God, from my faith in God, knowing that my sins are forgiven, that my mistakes are forgiven, past, present, and future. You know, that His love I can never lose. And that's what fuels my hope during the holidays, during hard times. That is the hope that brings me to a place of joy, a place of peace, a place of hope for the future, of that my cancer will be cured or in remission. That's what gives me hope, is the hope that the God of the universe that created this beautiful, wonderful planet and all the planets and all the galaxies and all the beautiful places on this earth, He loves me, and He loves me enough to die for my sins, to take my sin debt on Himself, that I don't have to pay for that anymore. It's been paid. And that is the biggest thing I want to share, is that is my hope. And my hope for you is that you will find hope during this holiday season, that it won't be a time that you're just going to, you hate it. Because there were times when I just hated the holidays. I didn't decorate. I didn't want to go over to people's houses. I felt alone and scared and overwhelmed and hurt. And it was just such a horrible, horrible time. Abandoned. I felt so abandoned. And if that's what's happening to you this Christmas, this holiday season, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your pain. I'm so sorry for your hurt, because I've felt that. And I'm so grateful I don't have to feel that anymore. And so my hope for you is that you will find your answer. You will find your hope. You will find your future. And you will live your best life, because that's what I'm doing. I'm living my best life, and I'm so, so grateful. So I am wishing the best for you, and wishing and praying and throwing out loves and hugs and kisses for you. And I hope this holiday season you are blessed and you are filled with hope. So with that, have a great week, and I'll see you next week, Monday at 4. Have a good day. Bye.